Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown, as we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He'll try the left side. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The quick out. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Looking downfield on first down. Now improvising. Fires on the move. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll leave it with him. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Smith.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They're going back to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Found a seam. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. What a quick start for this offense, putting up points on the first drive.
And that's got to feel good, Reese. You've been practicing all week. You've been practicing against the looks you were anticipating to see from this defense. You get those looks, you're able to come out, you run the ball, you throw the ball, and this offense right now is in a groove early. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker.
Snap to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Fights off a defender. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted.
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Back to pass. Makes the catch. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The Rebels moving quickly to the line. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Using his feet to buy time. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. Touchdown, Rebels. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick.
Turning on the Jets. The 40. And they get him yardage along the way.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Off the RPO, complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They're going to ride this running back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Well, after talking to him this week, I know this guy was excited to build off the momentum from last week when he scored 2 touchdowns. You can just see him here close to the end zone. He's trying to snip his way in.
Looking for the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll return it. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Creates a little room. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Dogs will hustle to the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to the ground game on the left. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls and fires complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And at this point on the field, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still first and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Well, and after that running play, this is now a critical third down here for the offense. You just got an interception. You've got to pay this thing off. You've got to find a way to cap this drive off and score some points. So this third down right here is massive.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, Dogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Powers through the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Quick release on the RPO. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. That defense got gas, but they finally get him fourth at the 47.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Can't get him to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you could tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. Will they run again, or are you going to force them to pass the football?
And the Dogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Power football with the run. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Running a read option to the left. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Makes the grab. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense matters into its own hands.
It's such a great job by the defense because they never quit on the play. Yeah, they gave up a completion, but did you see them swarm to it, rip the ball out, they're able to scoop it, score? That is an unbelievable effort play by the defense.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Clemson was far from the friendly confines of Death Valley, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Street. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. He's got it. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Nice throw, nice catch. You know, I like when you work that slot and you throw that slant to him. It's an easier throw than throwing to a guy way out wide. A lot of times I find that matchup I want in the slot, and I go attack it.
Pulls it in. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. The Rebels can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. And the Rebels come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Let's it fly. Another incompletion on third down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Flushed out of the pocket. Keeps it himself and gets the first. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got the back over the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And the Bulldogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Under fire. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. Discards him with the stiff arm. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gets it out quickly. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Wants to adjust the pattern. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Oh, he's got some space. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. Oh, better look out. He's loose. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's close to the first down, and they're going to mark him just a little short. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Swings it out to the flat. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the back. The snap sets up the throw. Gets it to the back. Touchdown, Dogs! A great catch and run for 6. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff.
On set.
Takes the handoff. It's Bobo. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Bobo. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. DB's right up on the receivers. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This offense simply has to pay this off on 3rd and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's at the 50. Past the 30. Past the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia!
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He gets a block. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. They'll go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. after swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. A little release to the back. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the route is on. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Bobo. At the 35, he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football. But
it's a seam wide open. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quick release by the QB. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. On the move, it's Bobo. Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the side.
It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit... And you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Breaks the tackle. Gets it past the marker. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
And the Dogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Running back searching for a hole.
And a great job by the defense seeing it. They knew the ISO was coming right downhill. They went and met it. You got to go meet that guy in the backfield, meet those pullers in the backfield, make that thing go out wide where it's not supposed to go. Then the defense swarms to the football, gets the tackle for a loss.
They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Georgia State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Quick spin on the ride. Got enough for the first. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a two-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on 3rd down coming up. Let's call it 3rd and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the try is no good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a 1-possession game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spot, like make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourself a shot to win.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a grab past the marker. He's out of bounds, has enough for the first down, and that conversion keeps hope alive. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. That's caught. It's Thomas. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah, and you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Bobo. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. Last chance coming up. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Showing off the arm. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes